March 18th, 2013. Looking at Google Maps, and this is the island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean. You notice Lebanon here, Damascus, Jerusalem is just below this. We got some very interesting events are happening here that are going to spread like wildfire across the world. And to me, it's a nuclear test of the banks under the New World Order of the Euro, which because of the International Money Fund, or the IMF, we are highly involved. And not only are we a participant, we're the major participant in the International Money Fund, so it affects everyone. But what I think has happened here, and it's led by Angela Merkel, one of the demons of the Euro, one world takeover there, got Cyprus to join the Euro back about 10 years ago. They're part of the Euro. They're officially a Euro nation. The Cyprus is divided. You see the red line in the middle is a neutral zone between the Turks and the Greeks. We'll pull this up. This is Nicosia. Now, it's called a UN buffer zone. They've fought over that island for thousands of years. As a matter of fact, I want to bring this up. Right in this zone goes right through. You see this shape here? It's called the Venetian Wall. The Venetians had taken over the island at one time and were building this fortification. And almost when they had it built, the Turks came in and took it over, and they preserved it intact for about 300 years. Then the British took over. And then the Brits got out in the 60s, I think, or 70s, and then the Turks and the Greeks fought back over it. But anyway, that's called the Venetian Wall. You can see it from space. Now, guys, the most important part of this is I want you to wake up. We've seen so much happen in March. You guys know what's happened in Rome at the Vatican. You know who that is. You know what's happening. Now, the second phase, step 2, your money. Now, Merkel has told Cyprus to come in and rob. I'm talking about robbery, and people on Wall Street are calling this robbery. Take out of everybody's bank account 10% and give it to the Europeans, to the banks. Same thing happened to us. It just got us in the taxes, and we're still paying off that bank loan. Anyway, this is unprecedented. Never happened before. This island is a test zone. Now, it's got investors from around the world here. Russia's heavily invested. Some call it an illegal tax haven area, but what they're hitting even the working class citizens that were barely making it. They're going right in and just saying, here, we're going to take 10% of your bank to pay Merkel's madness. She's one of those demons of the end times, guys. They're going to start a war over this. Now, they've shut the people down. They're going to shut them down. Cyprus will put forward a new proposal on Monday. That's today, which a tax-free threshold or lower tax rate for smaller depositors could be introduced. They said 10%. It scared the hell out of everybody. They had a run on the banks there, and they shut the doors. The ATMs were emptied before most people could get to them. And now they're going to close in 3 more days. It says... Media reports said Monday in a move aimed at easing the pain of a bailout agreement which will impose an unprecedented tax on savers. Banks in the country were shut on Monday for a public holiday and would remain shut on Tuesday and Wednesday. This comes amid fears that the decision to force uninsured depositors to fund part of the country's bailout could prompt savers to withdraw their holdings. Now, guys, this woman has ticked me off since she came into power. But what she's saying is, this is Merkel, she's saying in order to achieve debt sustainability, that's their debt, a contribution from Cyprus is necessary, a contribution from the banking sector, from depositors and owners. That's what she told the agency. A contribution is not a bank robbery. Bank robberies, that's not a contribution, Miss Merkel. That's robbery. We knew you were going to do it. But they got this. Let me back this out, guys. Now, this is a world banking island, and those banks have billions. If you study about the deposits in these banks, it's like 80-something billion dollars. But they're going to scam it's a test zone. See how they can control this? The only thing is they left a crack in the door of the laboratory, and the virus is spreading. You'll check some of your stock market channels. The Dow's down, NASDAQ, Europe is down, Asia's down. There's not one green arrow. What is up is gold, up $14.20, guys.